Hello, everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel again, where I help beginning writers write their best novel. So, today I would like to talk about finding your niche. What genre should you write your first novel in? My thoughts on finding your niche. Should you write to the marketplace? Many beginning writers may ask that. So, I looked up a quote from Stephen King, and he says, someone, I can't remember who for the life of me, once wrote that all novels are really letters aimed at one person. As it happens, I believe this. What I believe he means is this. From my experience, I find it better to find out who you want to write to as opposed to writing to the market that fluctuates. Although you may get good at hitting a moving target, I believe it is more work. King, in the same interview, advises to write for the joy of it. Write for the joy of it? I'm a pantser, and what I write is what I'm interested in and what I would love to read. So my books are targeted towards people who like to read what I read. So if you read, say, James Patterson books, then you would write in that genre if that's all you read. What King was saying is that your passion will carry you when you're not getting paid for it or recognized for it. Passion keeps you going. How I write my novels. You have to do what works best for you, and everyone is different. My advice would be not to copy someone else's style or procedure when it comes to writing. Over time, you will find your method, and it may look like a method of madness to others, but for you, it will be just right. How I write my novels is by listening and looking for good novel ideas. Now, you can do this a list of ways. 1, watch movies. 2, read a lot. 3, read the news about things that interest you. 4, look at your own life experiences. I read news about various subjects. I watch YouTube, movies, and I read. I also look into my own life, and some of readers will find that I use a lot of my own experiences to come up with for a great novel idea. For instance, in my second novel, my character gets caught in a fire inside the apartment building he lives in, and that actually happened to me, and I almost died as a result. Current news will give you ideas when you least expect it. For instance, are you interested in AI? It's all over the news now. Maybe you can think of a great story centered around it. I do believe that trying to keep up with the marketplace could outpace you. Catering to the marketplace does not guarantee sales. Market saturation may reduce returns. Lastly, what I believe is writing to one specific genre would then give you a branding. It will be what you're known for. If you look for the big names, many of them stay in one particular genre. So when you buy, for instance, Dean Koontz novels, you know what you're going to get, right? Writing to trend about ghosts call because it's hot one year does not mean it will be hot next year or 2 years after that. Many other writers may think like you and jump on the bandwagon. It will lead to saturation of the market. Think about all the vampire books that were written back in the day. Now, how many of those did you personally read? So don't follow the trap. Don't just take my word for it. Don't just take my word for it. If you're a beginning writer, and that's what this channel is for, and you're not sure, do what I did. I explored both. How? Well, I didn't waste time by doing so. For writing to the market, I tried it with short stories. I wrote a bunch of short stories, writing to the marketplace, to see how it fit, to see if I could be successful at writing to the marketplace. Some successful authors do that, write to the marketplace, but I just had to test it out. Then I wrote novels as a pantser, and I wrote whatever I wanted to talk about. I also liked to put messages in my stories. it gives the reader something to think about. I found it enjoyable being a pantser. I didn't want to write to the market or do an outline. It worked best for my enjoyment as well as the quality of my stories. Try it out, and it just may work best for you. So, in conclusion, I hope you enjoyed those few tips and tricks on what genre you should write in and whether you should write to the marketplace or not. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and it was helpful for you, please leave me a comment, subscribe, and hit that like button for me. Leave a comment if you want me to discuss particular things when it comes to writing. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.